Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. This book is about how to turn your business from a cash-eating monster into a money-making machine. Literally, that's his words. It makes you wonder if you're focusing on the wrong things. Maybe you're focusing on the right things, but you're doing it in the wrong way. What truths are you dancing around, and is holding your nose against the grindstone hurting you? The answers may not be what we think they are, but let's talk about it. And just a brief overview of what you will see in the description. There are affiliate links, and if you buy anything through those links, then I get commission, which helps me build this channel and keep making these videos. You can find this book and many others on my Amazon storefront, and any other books that I mentioned in this video, chances are I've reviewed those as well, and I'll drop links to those in the description. So affiliate links, Amazon storefront, and links to other reviews. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, and I want to make self-growth normal, because people shouldn't have to look this information up. It should just be mainstream knowledge. If you agree, then please make sure to smash that like button. This book has a bit of a long introduction, which is not a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing, if anything, but it can be a bad thing if it's not a good thing. The author discovered something with one business, and it just worked. And then he tried it on a totally different business in a totally different industry, and it worked. And then he just washed and rinsed and repeated until he was like, all right, you know what? Let's just write a book about this and see how many people I can help out with this. The author described what sounds seriously annoying: a perverted pride, where you use fake it till you make it as an excuse when saying, I'm actually struggling, will not get people to want to do business with you, and yet what you're doing isn't helping, so what are you supposed to do? Chapter 1, your business is an out-of-control, cash-eating monster. That's a slap in the face chapter name. The stories in this book, I love it. I really do. I just love it. It's unexpectedly entertaining. He said that more revenue is not success, and growth is only half the equation. Something I also loved about the book this far into it is the lack of complicated science. Life is complicated enough, folks. This is not cleaning up your mental mess, okay? We don't need to know everything about everything, all right? Profit First is a system that works with our existing habits. It tells us when we have red flags and need to look into our accounting stuff with the experts that we use. The core principle of Profit First, chapter 2, the middle of this chapter included, for exemplary purposes, a lesson in the psychology behind eating healthier, which I found fascinating. One thing I learned was that if you get a smaller plate, you could force yourself by default to eat smaller portions. And another is that if you get vitamins and nutrients first, aka you eat your vegetables first, you'll be full sooner. Chapter 3 is setting up Profit First for your business. This is where things get a little bit complicated. At first I was like, oh, this is just so easy to understand. He recommends setting up the 5 foundational bank accounts here for your business. And chapter 4 is assessing the health of your business. This is where things get even more complicated. It requires profit and loss statements from tax documents, etc. You'll be filling out cells from a form here in order to determine the overall health of your business. The form is available for free download at the site the author gives you in the book. Chapter 5, allocation percentages. I would say this chapter is a bit unexpected given the idea of the book, but I can't say I'm 100% on that because it does center around what percentage of your profit goes toward what and how to figure it out. The section about paying yourself, that was pretty cool. Listening to this chapter, I realized that the Profit First system itself is what really separates the book from others about business. This is like nitty-gritty accounting, taxes, owner's compensation, in the trenches type stuff, not like marketing and sales, and not a business plan, not a product launch, and not anything like that. It is taking a percentage of the profits from each sale and knowing where to put it all. Chapter 6, putting Profit First into motion. My favorite concept from it was taking for yourself as a business owner a gradually larger percentage, I assume until a certain point, of the overall profits. This is a very skeptic-friendly approach, I will say, because it shows you over time the difference that following something new can make in your life. Again, if you just give it time. You know, and the author in this chapter went over putting this system in motion in steps, and he also discussed reluctance that people have toward trying it. The fine meal on the silver platter is what the author dubs the quarterly profit distribution check. Chapter 7, destroy your debt. The author used a few stories to demonstrate this, one from a friend in Australia and another from the owner of the Savannah Bananas. The Savannah Bananas? If you look up the Savannah Bananas, their website says, we make baseball fun. Fans first. Entertain always. I forgot about the Savannah Bananas for a second. Wikipedia actually refers to them as an exhibition brainstorming baseball team. If that degree of and focus on fun is what brings the profit in to help them get out of debt, then so be it. Total Money Makeover, which the author name drops, good on him, is a great resource with more info on getting out of debt by the one and only Dave Ramsey. Chapter 8, Find Money Within Your Business. This was kind of, I took it as finding ways to eliminate expenses and service clients. If you're growing and your expenses are growing, how are you supposed to save money for personal things like a house or a car upgrade? I don't get it. Chapter 9, Profit First Advanced Techniques. It makes me wonder, how can an individual use stuff like this though? Maybe someone making like $50,000 a year. So that's 12 and a half a quarter. That's almost $4,200 a month. And 5% of that is, if you get paid twice a month, it's $2,100 a check. Try putting $105 in a separate account every time you get paid bi-weekly for 3 months, and then up it to $125 for 3 months. And then $145, then $166. And what if you get a raise or something? I guess you just, I don't know, kind of make something happen from there. Chapter 10, The Profit First Life. I am not a financial advisor or anything of the like, but I can imagine that how much you save and what your expenses are, your ability to gauge how much you'll be comfortable with saving by then may sharpen as your understanding of those will. And you can use that to adjust your view of what percentage is necessary to save from there. I mean, after 3 quarters, that's over $2,500 saved free and clear before said raise, and that's literally between 5 and 7% of your income saved. Of course, not accounting for taxes, because I wrote this part at like midnight and I'd been up for 17 hours. But anywho, the cutest thing about this book, something I've literally never come across before on this channel, and I've reviewed over 350 other books now, is that there's an original song in the audiobook about the Profit First system at the end of it, it was very like professionally written and recorded by professional pros of a professional profession that pros partake in. Chapter 11, How to Keep It From Falling Apart. Overall, I would call it a comprehensive guide to focusing on profits specifically from a perspective of a business that is definitely doing well, and by definitely, I mean definitely. But it's not growing as fast as it wants to, or maybe you're running it and you don't think it can grow past this certain point. Examining how much money is coming and going in different places and making sure it's the right amount tells you what you can effectively reallocate and cut or replace. Quotes. Profit is not an event, it's a habit. Projections are an opinion. Cash is a fact. Direction 1. So as I said before, this is not like other business books. I'd recommend this book more for a business accountant or tax guy, gal, than a business owner, unless the business owner makes at least, I don't know, I'd say like at least maybe $500,000 or more profit per year. Another way I know that this is not like other business books is when I give a direction 1, which is who I recommend this book to, unlike any other I've given before. And this definitely fits that criteria. Direction 2. If you like this book, I definitely recommend checking out $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi or E-Myth Revisited by Michael E. Gerber. Why does it say Gerby? I don't know, maybe autocorrect. I don't know why autocorrect went to Gerby. Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out and read the reviews. That and all the other books that I mentioned in this video, if you want to check those out as well. If there are any other books that you guys want me to check out and review, please let me know in the comments below. And also let me know if you checked out this book and you liked it. But hey, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Because I don't get why people watch this far into my book reviews and they don't subscribe. But if you have subscribed and you want to turn it up just a notch and turn on that notification bell to get a notification whenever I drop new videos, that would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You can find me everywhere, and I'll see you then.